episode, Family Affairs. And today I have Queen Omada here with me to anchor this program on our discussion. This program is targeted at family issues, things that people witness in the family, how to address them, some people that share their life story and needs advice. So I want to bring it on today's program. Don't forget that it's a live program. You can call the number you're seeing right there on the screen, text if you can, or WhatsApp if you can. You can also call through the direct line or through WhatsApp. When you're welcome on to today's program. This is your program actually, and today's program is all yours.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to Family Affairs, where we discuss real life situations and stuff that happen in the family. So today's story is very painful and very pathetic, and I really don't know whether to say the person involved needs advice or consolation. I don't know, but all the same, we're going to relate the story and we need your feedback on what the person needs to do and the rest of it. Okay, this young man is a very good guy, just your regular guy that's just believing in doing things in a normal way. He's not promiscuous. He didn't do most of the things that guys do when they are in school. But he just believed that whoever is going to get married deserves the best of him and the rest of it. So he was quite a guy. He was a keeper. He was nice. He was everything. And he didn't date anybody all through school. He didn't date all through when he was working. So when he felt like it was time for him to get married, there was this girl that liked him, I think in their church. So the girl had this feeling of the kind of person this guy needs in his life. And because of his naive when it comes to women affairs and all that, so he fell for the girl because he felt that the girl is a good girl. In that relationship, it was a no-sex relationship. They were not involved in any sort of intimacy and the rest of it. So it was just a plain relationship, kind of. The guy kept it that way. I think they dated for some time and he popped the question, she agreed. After their wedding, on their wedding night, he found out that she was pregnant and a few months gone already. So he was pained, he was devastated. In fact, he felt so betrayed after keeping himself for how many years just to get married to a promiscuous woman who couldn't just keep herself, and is already pregnant with someone else's baby. So he felt so bad and threatened to divorce her that day. So she begged, and the guy didn't know because, like I said, he's quite naive when it comes to women. He didn't know that girl was very terrible. Though some of his friends have told him that this girl is a very bad girl. She's in the streets. She can do anything to be with anybody, and because the guy he's well to do, he was working with a very good company and the rest of it. This girl, when the guy left for work, she inflicted pains on herself, cut herself, and took pictures of it, threatened the guy that she's going to take these pictures to the authorities and tell them that he was violating her and stuff like that. So the guy got scared of it and he couldn't do anything. He couldn't divorce her. She gave birth to the baby, only for her to take those pictures to the police and what they call say, place a suit on him that he violated her and stuff like that. That he has been domestically violent and stuff like that, domestic violence in there and all that. That he beat her, he hit her head, he do this, he do that, and she came with an evidence. Of course, they arrested him and he was found guilty because there was nobody to tell if it was true or not. And he was arrested, he was jailed. While on his jail term, this lady took in her baby's father into this guy's home because she filed for divorce. The courts gave her everything this guy owned. They gave her the house, they gave her the cars and everything. She won everything. She won custody of the baby and everything. And she brought in that man into their home. The man that impregnated her into their home. When this guy was done with his jail term, of course, he lost his job. There was no house, no wife, no nothing. He just fell into drugs. And this lady is cruising with this guy's property and living with the man. So this is a very pathetic story. This is a very painful story. This is our story today. I personally, I am not happy with the story because I don't know if I would say that it's now bad to live a good life because this guy actually lived a good life.
So what's the condition of the guy right now?
The guy is now a drug addict. He doesn't have a home. He's just living a terrible life now. He's in a terrible state now, and he doesn't know where to start from and where to get hold of himself because in this society of ours, there's a way they perceive ex-convicts and the rest of it. So getting a job now is difficult and the rest of it. So this guy just useless this guy like that, you understand? And it is really painful. First of all, what I'm going to tell everybody out there is, in as much as you see someone and you like this person, try as much as possible to know the person's background and don't like someone in the peripheral, that is the physical thing that person was portraying at the moment. Because the lady was pretending that she's good, she wears this long skirt, she prays, she carries Bible, and the rest of it. Another thing, I'm not going to tell you not to choose your wife in the church, but don't base your choosing in the church. It's a different thing. You can choose a girl in the church, but don't leave it at that. Don't leave it at this girl is a church girl. She carries Bible. She goes to the church to go and pray and the rest of it. Don't leave it at it. You understand? You have to do some background check. Do some investigation. What did this girl do? What has she been? Ask questions. Ask your neighbor, her neighbor. Just do your check very well because marriage. This girl is just a pure devil that was sent to destroy this guy's life, and now this guy will be regretting why he lived a decent life because he lived a very decent life. He lived a good life. He lived a life of emulation, but his problem was he was naive when
my problem now is that how come the court was able to find him guilty just because of
she had the
pictures?
Yes, of course she has the mark on her body. There
was no prior investigation into because if there are prior investigation into this issue, definitely the young man, the neighbors would have come up with the cases of they usually have this guy. This guy is always violent. It's not something that just happened once.
Of course, stuff like this does not happen.
Good. So there is no proper investigation from the story before jailing the guy because it's just like destroying someone's life. Because we have these stories of some people who have served 8 years in jail just because someone. There was this story I read on the internet anyway about a very uprising star in basketball in the high school. It was the best. It was just like he's going to hit the top of his game, Then suddenly, a girl that has been tripping for him rather, just because she couldn't get him, he now decided to go out and say that the guy raped her. You understand? And eventually, the guy was found guilty, sentenced to 26 years. He served almost 26 years of the jail term, only for the girl to come out after almost 25 years later to say that what she said about the guy is wrong, that the guy never raped her. Now, automatically, he has destroyed this guy's life, destroys his career, destroys everything. These things happen in our society, and now we're talking about something that is happening in our immediate society, where a young man, after living a decent life, you fall for or get entangled with just a Jezebel, because that's just the definition of that.
One problem, one thing you should know is the court doesn't know who is innocent or who is guilty. That's the truth. With you just saying you are innocent and with you just saying you are guilty. Because they were not there. None of us are there. what they focus on are evidence, and the person that provides the evidence, whether they are false evidence, the person wins.
Also, in this kind of violence against women, rape and all that, women always have the sympathy of the judge or the court, and they always get.
I'm not going to say that. You understand?
No. I'm talking about cases that we've seen so far, and at the end of the day, the woman will come out to say she was wrong.
That's why I say, like I said, it depends on the evidence that lady provided. Because I don't know, I cannot just walk to the judge right now and tell the judge that I was raped and with no evidence and no nothing, and someone will just be jailed. I'm not saying it happened.
No, you said that the woman made a picture of herself.
That's what I'm saying. I said
she provided an evidence.
Yes. So it's not as if you're going to say they did not do any proper investigation. They're not going to jail someone like that without investigation. She had evidence. She had pictures of his violence against her.
That's an exhibit.
She had it
but an exhibit cannot automatically become an investigation.
I don't know.
Because when she filed that case, what I believe should be done is to investigate the guy to know actually, because somebody can just wake up and say, you are a criminal, you are a thief, you raped me, and all that. And they'll just carry you straight to jail. Because somebody said that.
Yes, you're going to focus that on the, what's it called, legal institution. I'm not a lawyer, I am not...
No, we are addressing this generally in the society, because this is happening in our society and it's affecting families. Okay, now, this young man now, that his life has been destroyed this bad, and there are people out there that would be or would fall into the trap of this kind of women. And as much as we're talking about a lady today, there are some men that have destroyed ladies' lives too.
No, there are not some men that have destroyed ladies' lives.
You say there are not.
A lot of men that have destroyed ladies' lives.
You don't need to quantify, but at least there are some men.
No, we are not going to. It's not debatable. A lot of men have destroyed. Let us not go to that part, please.
But the truth of the matter is that
the thing now, what we are focusing on is how.
Why is it that? What is the motive for that girl's action?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know her motive? All her motive is that this person is just a bitch that want to. I see it as greed. She just wants to confiscate what this guy have and live her life with her lover.
Okay.
Because some people are like that. Some people are just evil. Some people are just naturally evil. They just get this evil mindset. But I'm not too sure that was the reason she entered the marriage. I am not too sure. I think this was a promiscuous lady that lived a very terrible life and is looking for someone she's going to cook. And she finally saw a bait. So the problem now is that this bait was bent on divorcing her when he found out that she was
No, I don't agree with you on that. You know why?
No, get my point first. When he found out that she was pregnant. So all these evil thoughts came to her mind after this guy has threatened to divorce her. Because I think maybe she married him so that she can marry a good guy and marry a rich guy after living all the whole terrible life she was living. And she had to lie to this guy that she's going to...
No, if that is her motive. The point is that I think the girl is on a mission. I think the girl is on a very terrible mission. Alright? And that mission is to destroy the guy's life. Because look at it this way. After destroying this guy's life, you now went back and brought in your baby's father into the house, into the guy's house. No, look at it. That means why the marriage did not happen automatically. Definitely, there is a gap between 5 to 6 months in order for them to get prepared for that marriage.
No, of course they dated.
Good. Now, within the interval of dating, she was busy messing around with the boyfriend, because that guy that he brought in, the father of that kid, is actually her boyfriend. Okay. You understand? And she was just out to destroy these guys, and maybe to go in there, grab as much as she can, and just jet out. I think that's exactly her mission. But now I want to throw it to our viewers out there, those of you watching. Many of you are already dropping your comment. What is your take on this? If you find yourself, or if you have a friend that has found himself in the... No, we're not trying to wish. Some people are already in it right now as we speak. And that is why we're not just bringing it here to just talk very
well. Yeah, of course, I know.
So, now I'm bringing it to our viewers out there. If you are in that position, or if you have someone that is in that position that, confided in you with this kind of similar story, what would be your advice to the person? Now, you can do that you can drop your comment on the comment section to answer this. You can also make a call using the number on the screen up there to give us your own submission. Now, if you have a friend that is in the condition right now, the guy is now a victim. Now, if you have someone that entangled himself or herself in such marriage, what would be your advice?
This is a very complicated issue. The life has been destroyed. But when there is life, there is hope. That is number one. And I believe that some people had even terrible situations like this and they bounced back and they became greater human beings. We see people like Mandela, they serve jail terms, people like Obasanjo, they serve jail terms. There are a lot of people you can use as examples that serve jail terms. So you serving jail terms does not end your life. Because this guy has already resorted to taking drugs and all that. So the first thing I'm going to talk to such friend is number one, rehabilitation.
Yeah.
You need rehabilitation. Number two, that family of the guy needs to give them all the love they can. All the love they can lay their hands on. That guy needs all the love he can have right now. Therapy after rehabilitation, because what rehabilitation do is for drugs, then therapy for his mindset now, because trust me, this guy is going to hate women with all his heart.
Why
this
would
is his
you?
first This is his first trial and it was terrible. It was a mess. And so he needs therapy to tell him that there are lots of women out there that love genuinely and are going to love him with everything they have. He needs that therapy to be talked to. He needs that therapy to tell him that he's going to bounce back to his life. He's going to have all those things and all that. And after all those things, normally what I used to suggest is if you are in an environment with something that really broke your heart, leave that environment. The family should just do something and make him leave that environment. Let him go and start a new life all entirely.
Okay.
Let's just be as if he was just reborn and the rest of
now,
it.
if you now we are talking about people who are already in it. Somebody who found himself or herself in such situation. Honestly speaking, I tell people, I will not relate my experience to you, but one day I'm going to relate my own personal experience when it comes to relationship, marriage, and all the rest of them. Now, to single guys out there, to single ladies out there, to even married couples out there, I always say something. Never you manage marriage. Never you manage marriage. Write it down somewhere. Let me talk about it. The worst thing that can happen to a man, the worst thing that can happen to a woman is to find his or herself entangled with the wrong person. Your life is finished. Trust me. The best thing that can happen to a man, the best thing that can happen to any woman is to find himself entangled with the right person.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is two-edged sword. It either kills you or keeps you. So in fact, it's part of the motivation that made us to initiate this program on this platform, because we are not just out there talking about politics, talking about economy, talking about agitation and this and that, without addressing the nucleus of the societal problem, which is the family. You can understand that.
If you don't address us like this, how are you going to talk to like this guy now? How are you going to talk to him about politics? He's going to stone you right back to your face. So somebody like that need solutions to his family problems. When he's happy, you cannot start talking about politics to such person. You understand? Yeah. So that's the reason we discuss this every Thursday by 5 p.m. live here on BVI Channel to address some things. And we are not giving you our opinion alone. That is why it is open to everyone to air your view and say what you think about any topic we're talking about. So drop your advice for this young man because he's in a terrible state. This guy can be prone to suicide. You hear stuff like where people have committed suicide and the rest of it.
Okay. Now let's quickly go back to our commentaries right here. People have dropped their comment. We have the first person that commented on this program at exactly 1 minute after 5 o'clock. That's the first person that dropped the comment. Thank you very much. Good evening. I greet you too. We have Anthony Oyatabu, who is asking for the topic. We are discussing about the woman that has destroyed a man's life, because of marriage issue. Okay, now we have Edine Impio, who is saying that good evening, ladies and gentlemen in the house. Good evening to you too. Prime View TV. That's my big brother there. Thank you very much. You're commenting from London. Thank you so much, Prime View TV. Well done to you. We have Anthony who said family wahala, no be small thing. Oh yes. Family wahala where they this time, In fact, it has reached the breaking point. To the point that some people are now carrying divorce letter even to church when they are going for their white wedding.
What?
So, yes, now.
They carry what?
Divorce paper. You sign the marriage, I will also be signing the divorce so that if it is okay, that day, I don't know, number one, if it has got that bad, that if you attend the wedding today, after the glamorous celebration, before you go out, the pictures you'll be seeing on the Facebook and the video you see that they have broken up. The marriage you are just coming out.
How many weddings have you gone to?
Have you not seen the one that they posted on the Facebook where the young man on their way to church, the man say he no do again. On their way to church. Some even from inside the altar.
I saw it.
We have been seeing a lot of things happening these days.
I saw a tweet where a guy said I'm not going to go for any wedding.
We are going to come back to address
unless they are going to sign contracts that
let us quickly. Honestly
speaking,
there are a lot of things that are challenging families, and that is why we have so many people that are unstable. Even more than that, the JDC Yamma. Even that now, on go sky somewhere. Something is inching him or her from the family.
Of course.
And that is why people are acting crazy.
And
now,
it doesn't make you reproductive.
All right.
Outside.
Okay. Let's go further. Anthony, we got that your commentary. Prime View TV also commented that marriage for afiaba. Hey, na God you. Marriage for afiaba. I don't
know why I really don't accept that
notion.
Yes,
of course.
I don't know personally. I don't accept it. I don't take it.
Okay.
Yes, and I have my reasons why I don't see it as that afia or something like that. Because when they were giving that what's it called, safe? Or what they call it, Inu, right?
Yeah,
yeah. So when they give all those Inu is if you were those days, our mother's time, where they see you, they like you, your parent likes you, and they made you guys together, and you guys become husband and wife. So when you just go there, whatever you see, you take. It's no longer that way again. We have opportunities to know someone, to talk to the person. The problem right now is that relationships have been covered with lies and deceit because people are living like couples instead of courtship. If you really do courtship with someone, what I mean is that person is your friend because it is in friendship. You know who this person really is. If I am your friend, you can't hide some certain things to me. You are open. You are like a book. Don't go into dating because dating, our society have turned dating into husband and wife. I see dating as husband and wife because you are no longer talking, you are touching. And when you are no longer talking, courtship is supposed to be the one moment of what talking. You can meet a guy today, next week he is dating this girl, and they are already making out, having sex, and the rest of it because they think they are dating and they are in love. They are not together. You know, when my pastor will say, when you know that you are in love is when you live with somebody. When you don't live with somebody 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, don't claim you are in love. You can only be in love when you have lived with the person.
Excuse me, let us not prolong this.
Exactly, there is a lot of covering when it comes to dating. There is a lot of things they cover.
They hide their way.
Yes, because
until you live with that person.
God bless you, then the things start opening.
That is exactly what this guy said. He said that the marriage. That is why he said that marriage is happy.
I understand.
So there are a lot of covering.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
when you enter inside the marriage, you now open the
I know,
now.
that's what I'm saying. That
of course. So you don't say you don't agree
no,
with it because that's exactly
down.
what you're
If
saying.
it's in, that's what I'm saying, that if it's in the place of friendship, you cannot cover. I'm telling you the truth. Like this, I am your friend.
Have you heard about unfriendly friends?
How can you be unfriendly friend with somebody that you intend to marry? For example,
Okay, this girl is she not among? Excuse me, let's tackle this
She
girl.
was not a friend to this guy.
No.
They were dating and she was covering a lot of things.
And she came as a friend as they were cutting. Cutting is
Calm
friendship.
down.
And the guy sees the girl as his friend.
Let me say something.
You know, let me
say something here.
Okay, what do you want?
I want to give our viewers a very big example. You understand? So, Chinedu right here is my friend. And if I want to get married tomorrow, I'm not going to marry Chinedu. Yes.
I am not your friend alone. I'm your mentor, I'm your teacher, I am your boss.
You're not my
I am everything.
You're not my
to you.
boss, you're not my mentor, you're not my teacher. So
are you serious?
I'm saying that, can you allow me to work? This is live program.
Of course.
So, Chinedu is my friend. He has shown me a lot of his characters, like a whole lot. I mean, I cannot deal. But I know that if I was dating Chinedu,
you kill me.
Chinedu will hide everything. Chinedu will do me back. So what I'm trying to say is, anyway, that's on a light note. But what I'm trying to say is, in place of friendship, you are a friend to this guy. You guys talk. You guys talk about everything and anything. I'm telling you the truth. And I know that, yes, when you go to marry, you may see all that thing. But you see the ones you can relate and the ones you cannot relate. In place of friendship, I'm only trying to say, please, couples, if you like somebody, draw near and not to date the person. I am telling you it. See,
what do you mean by dating? It depends on your connotation on what you call dating.
Dating in our society have changed. No, I'm not talking about courtship this time. You can start cutting that person. I can be friends with you for years.
Now let's not just this is.
You're not even getting my. You're not even coming down to get where I'm coming from.
I understand. We are talking about the statement he made. And
yes,
you've already, excuse me.
In a way, I don't like that.
No, you have already justified. You've already justified the statement that marriage Biafra. What you see is what you get at the time you've already entered. Oh, we're going to go. Or Jenga. You don't enter to come out to know easy. And that is the truth. Now, the problem of some relationship, we are just trying to talk about the solutions to prevent you or the preventive measures to take in order not to fall into this trap. That is not what we're talking about. We are dealing with the problem that people are already in this trap. How are they going to get themselves out of this trap?
There are people that are.
We are not talking about.
There are already people that are in the trap. Are we going to allow a lot of people to still falling into this trap? Some people have already fallen. Why we initiated this program is to give people free hand so that stuff like this will not happen, because nobody loves the boss in society.
But let us first of all deal with the problem at hand first. Then we'll now come to the solution.
The problem at hand is one person. There are millions of people out there that are not yet married.
There are people that are already in the problem now, and some of them are watching. So they want to get an advice on what to do. Like I said, do not manage marriage. And somebody have actually dropped that comment here. I think I read it here from Ndubisi Vincent, who said, don't manage marriage. And that is my position. I said this earlier here. Don't manage marriage. You see, you are talking about friendship. Now, let me tell you, I advise young people, especially ladies, because I have a lot of girlfriends. As you're looking at me, I have loads of girlfriends. Most of my friends are girls, ladies, okay? So don't get it twisted. Now, these ladies, there's so many of them confide in me. And just like you pointed out, if you're just friends on that note, they will open up to you. They will, you discuss with them, you share with them, with their mindset and all that. Now, I tell people, both guys and girls, if you want to go into a relationship, first of all, start with friendship. And there are levels of friendship and relationship. Okay? It is your casual friendship where you meet someone for the first time. You don't know the person actually. Maybe somebody introduced you to that person. Maybe the person lended you some kind of help, or you met the person in a function. There's always a first time of meeting someone. Good. And from there, the courtesy starts. The friendship of interaction, maybe at your workplace or at any place in church or whatever. You start talking. Hey, hi. You may not even know the person's name. Hey, hi. One of the days, what's your name? You exchange names. Oh, fine. Now you only great. Oh, who is that girl? Her name is Lucy Manu, and that is all you know about her. Who is that person? Oh, that his name is Shirley Peters. Okay, that's all you know about the person. But as friendship grows, then you now begin to have, that's what I call casual friendship. Hello, hi, you can sit in a bar, you can talk, you can discuss, you can chat, but you don't know anything about the person. Then from casual relationship to mutual relationship. Mutual relationship in the sense that the person will start having some benefit. Both of you will start sharing some kind of benefit from each other, not exploiting each other. Because I tell people that before you get entangled with any woman, what is that person, or before you get entangled with any man, what is that person bringing to the table? There is no missing word about it. There is no emotion about it. If you are falling in love, make sure that your eyes are too wide open. Honestly speaking, that is my advice. So when you now go into from casual relationship, it will now grow up to mutual relationship where both of you benefit from each other. If you are neighbors or if you are from the same office or whatever, maybe the person, okay, can I give you a lift? The person will take you on a lift and drop you off. You are benefiting from the friendship. Hello, please, I have some difficulties in solving such problem. Can you help me do that? Okay, this is how you are going to do it. That is mutual relationship. Both of you and the relationship has now become mutual. Then from that stage, you guys are more together. You guys are more helping each other. Now, it will now grow into intimate relationship. That intimate relationship is where both of you now open up to each other and share your personal lives with the person. When you're sharing your personal life with the person, you share your views, you share your thoughts, even your personal secrets, you share it with the person. And that is when, at this level, you will now understand whether you are going to take this friendship to the next level. And that is the level many people don't attain. And that is where so many girls hide some of their things. But if you have grown from this level of friendship to the point of mutual relationship and now taking it further, it comes simultaneously. You don't just prepare that, we are not about to enter this level of relationship. No, it comes, it's just like a growing child. It grows. That's how the relationship grows. Before you know what is happening, you start sharing your personal stuff. You start sharing, you're not telling the person to judge you, but the person who is there to assist you, to help you, to encourage you, to stand with you, stuff like that. Then you now, from there, from that intimacy, there is trust. It is that trust that builds intimacy. And when you trust someone, that is when the love, if you're not falling in love with that person, it becomes strong. Now, with that trust that you are not confiding in such person, then you now go into the other one, sexual relationship. And that sexual relationship some people will say no. Like the church people will say no. They will end at that point. The church will teach you that, but I will not teach you the same because I am not a priest. Good. Now, the church will tell you, at that level, that is where the boundary you can reach, until you say, I do in the front of the altar. When I'm coming, I'm coming. Then, before you go into sexual relationship, the relationship, they now tell you it is only for man and wife. Fine, I'm not arguing with anybody on that. Good. But, mind you, when the time reach, make you know say admin hide my identity. No be waiting your plan.
Admin hide your identity.
You understand what I mean?
The person is your friend.
But I believe our viewers understand the narrative I just gave. This is how you build a very strong and powerful relationship. And this is how you build relationship. That is how you now grow up and become one. That is how you become one. You don't just become one because you hesitate one ring. No. You don't become one by standing in front of altar and saying some words. No. You become one by your relationship. It grows, something that burns up. It's not something that happens like a magic. Now, let us quickly go back to the commentaries there. We have it from Prime View who said marriage is Biafra. We've just analyzed that. Now, Neleon, or please forgive me if I'm not getting your names properly. Niole, yourself, the story does not sound true because the man would have asked for DNA of the baby, which would implicate the woman. Yes, the guy actually knew look at the story. The guy actually knew that the girl discovered that the girl is pregnant.
Of course,
on the day of the night of their wedding,
no
night.
sex relationship.
Good.
And he threatened to divorce
so
her.
obviously, she's not the guy. The guy is not.
The guy is no longer.
The guy is not Holy Spirit. That you will impregnate the girl without.
Which is DNA again.
So definitely.
The guy already knew that the baby is not his.
Yes.
What we are talking about is that
the guy started
blackmailing. They don't take domestic violence. They will tell you that when you knew that she can use it against him, she can say that yes, it was because of he was violating her. That was why she went to go and get.
Let's quickly take a look at this. Nancy Foloke, he said you cannot see it. I don't know what you cannot see, and it is not working. I don't know what you think is not working. Please make it clear by dropping it. If you are not seeing if the thing is not coming through on your screen, please you inform us. Or if the audio is not coming through, please inform us. Thank you, Nancy Faloke. We have Prime View again that is coming up on another comment. He said marriage is about tolerance and in fact reasonable management all the way. So you need to continue managing. Like I say, don't manage marriage, but he's saying you have to manage to a large extent. In fact, all the way. We are going to analyze that. You must be willing to forgive, tolerate, yes, accept, endure. If not, divorce is around the corner. Oh yes, that is a very wonderful thing. I know. Talking about don't manage marriage, don't misunderstand me. When I say don't manage marriage, when a marriage is becoming violent, when a marriage is becoming life-threatening, you understand? It is better you separate or entirely quit the marriage than die in that marriage. I've seen so many people who are in the marriage and they die in the marriage because of the societal standard. Hey, she's a divorcee. Hey, he's a divorcee, and the rest of them. That is why I say don't manage it. Don't manage. There are things that are manageable. Honestly speaking, there are things that are manageable. I am not the type that advocates for divorce. All right. That is why you have to understand that you are going in for the right thing, and whatever it comes out with, you are able to take it. All right, good. But not coming in contact, because if you make a reasonable, to a large extent, some kind of build through this kind of relationship I've just narrated, it is hard for you to fall in. Not that it is you are totally free from falling into that kind of, but at least to a large extent, you have saved yourself some trouble. Okay, so Spencer, we got that your commentary there, and let us quickly take on more commentary because we'll be wrapping up anytime from now. So John Ezibo said it depends on the country this takes place. If it is a developed world, he will never go to prison for nothing. When the truth comes out, it's made for life. All right, let me tell you, like the story I brought to you that I read, and you have also seen it. Some of you have also seen this kind of story where a guy is being labeled or is accused of rape, and at the end of the day, or murder, and at the end of the day, he didn't commit such. It has happened mostly in the civilized world. You see it happening.
In fact, it happens mostly in civilized world.
So I don't think it is immune to any part of the world.
It's not. Because what these people always
not just evidence, when it comes to women always have upper hands. When it comes to domestic violence, family issue, and all the rest of women always have upper hand in the Western world, in the civilized world. So that's exactly why it is happening more in the civilized world. Somebody here cannot just wake up one day and just say, "You raped me," just like we had in the past. You will see, even the society will come on you. So even the actual rape victims are even, shrinking inside not to come out because of what you said.
That's wrong. No?
I know you are talking about the effect is both sides. So now I think that commentary from John Ezibo, honestly speaking, it happens anywhere around the world. Abraham Okechukwu says such is happening so much in Sweden. You see that? He just concurred what I said. Only to wicked and destroy men. Okay, John Ezibo says, sorry, I forgot to say where he's actually commenting from London. That's John Ezibo. Now, Colin Sane, watching from xenophobic country. So you're watching from South Africa. Anyway, that is it. So Prime View said marriage will afia means that there will say marriage will afia means that there will be some things you will find out later, whether good or bad. Time will tell.
No, that's true. That's true.
It is a bit of a lucky dip, but your behavior will determine the outcome, which is tolerance. He's making a very valid point there. Now, nice program from Justice Eze. Then Uche Nweze said, love, as you understand it, does not exist. This is very strong. Women want security, which is a man who can provide money, while the men want someone to meet their sexual appetite. To be honest with you, marriage is more than not for sexual satisfaction, appetite. I'm not going to you. Oh, I listen to you about the roadside. Oh, two, pay for one, get two, and the rest of them. So it is not about sexual appetite. It's about friendship. It's about companionship. It's about being. It's about two lives coming together to make impact to themselves and also add value to the society through the family they are building. Let me tell you, family is the nucleus of every society. Without any family, without families, there will be no society. So every woman, born of a woman, every woman under the face of the sun came from one family or the other. There is no doubt about it. And that is why if we must fix our larger society, we need to start fixing our family. And that is exactly what we are saying right here. I'm talking about love. Love is a very wide and, it's incomprehensible to discuss love. Love, less and, all pass. Where will you start from? But to be honest with you, the love you can give to someone is the one you have for yourself. Because you cannot give what you don't have. That is what I will tell you. That's why Bible will tell you, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You first of all love yourself before you transfer it to the next person. Now, Ndubi Siblings said all viewers to share their experiences. Start your own and tell us your experience. Watching from Malaysia, that is Jadon. So that is the commentaries we have so far, and this is Family Affairs. Thank you for those of you who have been watching us from the very first minute we start this program. This program is happening every Thursday, where we address issues. I believe you had one or two things tonight that will impact in your life, and that is the main reason why we brought this program. While we go back and continue our education, continue our political education, to continue our mental revolution, because BVI Channel 1 is a media like no other. Where we see it, we say it. We are not cosmetic with words. Here, we bring it to you raw, live, and direct. For those of you who have been following us, if this is your first time, you're welcome to this great family. Make sure you click on that subscription button, share this video to anyone around you, encourage them to join us on this live program, Family Affair. And we also have other programs that are coming up, like tomorrow we'll be having Economy of the South, where we're talking about the economy of our homeland. Igbo land, the Biafra land. We talk about the economic development and empowerment of our area so that we'll be economically independent. Because that one, they are in Naga, we don't need UN to do that for us. So join us tomorrow, the same time, a live interactive section on ECOC, Economy of the Southeast. It's very important you join on that live program. Many people don't usually join the live program, they always watch after the program. Please share this so that more people can get to know about this program. Then, on our normal marketers arise, don't miss a thing. When you get the video, share it. When you click on the subscription button, don't forget to click on the bell for notification. Your last word so that we'll wrap it up.
Well, my esteemed viewers, we have come to the end of today's Family Affairs program, but I'm going to leave you with just 3 words. If you have the intention of getting married to someone, first of all, be a friend to that person. It opens up everything you want to know. Do a background check on that person to avoid heartbreak in the future, and just live happily. Don't marry, like they said. That is if you cannot deal with it and if it's life-threatening. Nothing is worth your life. Marriage is not a do or die affair. And you have other couples who came to life to what fulfill. Marriage is what complements you so that whatever you're doing will be ease, like just like you taking ice cream and you're doing what you're doing. So see marriage that way. Don't see marriage as a do or die affair. You are more than complete without it. Live happy, live blessed, and stay safe here. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in South Africa, I think this is a two-state country now that nobody is going to tell what happened. So please live, stay happy, stay safe.
All right.
See you on Thursday.
Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you, and thank you, our viewers out there. That is your Roy the Cotton. See you tomorrow. I'm always right here. Ask you to that with my name, okay? So keep subscribing, keep bringing people on this platform. And those of you who have been supporting us, thank you so much. Goodbye, and God bless you.